I'ma love you every night like it's the last night, like it's the last night. If the party was over, the dark time on earth was through. If the world was ending, I wanna be now.
All right, settle in, because the story we're about to unravel is more twisted than a pretzel and leaves you with a serious, wait, what? Feeling? You think being a global superstar like Lady Gaga means you're in the loop about everything, especially when it concerns your own safety and the safety of 2 million of your fans? Think again. This isn't some behind-the-scenes drama about divas and demands. This is about a potential catastrophe. A chilling plot that Lady Gaga herself allegedly knew absolutely nothing about until she saw it on the news. Imagine the scene. 2 million roaring fans in Rio de Janeiro, a sea of faces stretching as far as the eye can see, all waiting for the electrifying energy of Lady Gaga. It was a monumental free concert, a testament to her global appeal and the unifying power of music. But while she was belting out anthems and connecting with her little monsters, a sinister plot was reportedly being disrupted by police, a plan to detonate explosives right there in the middle of that massive crowd. Now, here's the jaw-dropper. According to TMZ, Lady Gaga and her entire team were completely in the dark about this alleged threat. They didn't get a heads-up from the police. No late-night phone calls, no urgent security briefings. They found out the same way many of us find out about major events, by reading the news. Can you even fathom that? Performing for a crowd the size of a small city with a potential bomb plot foiled just hours before, and you, the headliner, are blissfully unaware? Her representative confirmed this unbelievable scenario to TMZ, stating that the whole team learned about the alleged danger from news reports that surfaced before and during the show. They received absolutely no communication from law enforcement or any other authorities regarding potential risks. This means Lady Gaga stepped onto that stage, poured her heart and soul into her performance, completely oblivious to the alleged danger that had been lurking. The weight of that realization is staggering. Her team did acknowledge that they worked closely with law enforcement during the planning and execution of the concert, and they felt confident in the safety measures that were in place. But that doesn't negate the sheer shock of learning about such a serious threat through the media. It begs the question, why wouldn't the authorities directly inform the person whose event was the target and whose safety was potentially at risk? What protocols are in place for such situations, and why were they seemingly not followed in this case? The report also details the alleged perpetrators, 2 individuals reportedly linked to a radicalized group spewing hate speech against the LGBTQ+ community. They were arrested on Sunday in connection with the alleged plot, accused of trying to brainwash teenagers online into committing violent acts using Molotov cocktails and homemade explosives. The fact that this hate-fueled ideology allegedly targeted an event headlined by such a prominent LGBTQ+ ally adds another layer of disturbing complexity to the story. The police apparently kept their raids and intervention quiet to avoid mass panic, which is understandable, but the decision to seemingly not inform Lady Gaga and her team raises serious concerns about communication and transparency in such critical situations. Surely the person at the center of this event, the one whose presence drew that massive crowd, deserved to know the potential dangers involved. This leaves us with a whirlwind of questions. Did the police underestimate the need to inform Lady Gaga? Were there concerns that informing her could have somehow jeopardized their operation? Or was it simply an oversight, a breakdown in communication that could have had catastrophic consequences? And what about Lady Gaga herself? Imagine the shock and disbelief of learning that you unknowingly performed under such a cloud of potential danger. How does that impact her sense of security? Does it change how she views her interactions with law enforcement in the future? Her silence on the matter so far speaks volumes, hinting at a potential mix of disbelief, concern, and perhaps even anger. This isn't just a celebrity tidbit. It's a stark look at the potential disconnect between law enforcement and the individuals they are trying to protect, especially in high-profile events. It makes you wonder about the flow of information in crisis situations and who gets to know what and when. Stay with us as we delve deeper into this developing story. We'll be examining the potential implications of this communication breakdown, exploring the reactions from Lady Gaga and her team, and asking the tough questions about safety protocols at large-scale events. This is a story that goes beyond the glitz and glamour of celebrity and touches upon fundamental issues of safety, communication, and the right to know when your life and the lives of millions could have been in danger. You won't want to miss the full picture as it unfolds. Welcome back to CEtrends, where we bring you the inside scoop on the stories that are making waves. If that intro left you reeling, you're not alone. The revelation that Lady Gaga allegedly learned about a bomb plot targeting her own concert from the news is frankly mind-boggling. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell if you want to stay on top of all the shocking twists and turns in the world of celebrity and entertainment, because this story has layers we need to peel back. As we just laid out, the latest reports from TMZ paint a startling picture. Lady Gaga and her team were reportedly kept completely in the dark about the alleged bomb threat at her record-breaking free concert in Rio de Janeiro. According to their sources, the singer and her crew only found out about the disrupted plot through media outlets, the same way many of us learn about major news events. This is despite the fact that the concert drew an estimated 2 million people and was allegedly the target of a violent attack. Think about the implications of this for a moment. Lady Gaga, one of the biggest stars on the planet, headlining a massive event that attracted a crowd larger than many cities, was seemingly not deemed important enough to be directly informed about a credible threat to her safety and the safety of her fans. It raises serious questions about communication protocols, the value placed on the well-being of performers, and the potential for a dangerous disconnect between law enforcement and the individuals at the center of such high-profile events. Her representative's statement to TMZ underscores this point, confirming that the entire team learned of the alleged threat from news reports that surfaced both before and during the show. They emphasized that prior to and during the performance, there was absolutely no communication from the police or any other authorities regarding potential risks. This means Lady Gaga walked onto that stage, radiating her signature energy and connecting with her millions of fans, completely unaware of the alleged danger that had been lurking in the background, while her team acknowledged their close collaboration with law enforcement during the planning and execution of the concert and expressed confidence in the safety measures in place. This revelation still comes as a shock. The idea that the headliner of such a significant event would be left in the dark about a potential catastrophe is difficult to comprehend. It makes you wonder about the decision-making process within the police department and the rationale behind not directly informing the individual most impacted by the threat. Could it have been a calculated decision to avoid causing panic or potentially jeopardizing the ongoing investigation? Was there a misjudgment of the level of risk or the importance of informing Lady Gaga? Or was it simply an oversight, a bureaucratic failure in the flow of critical information? These are the questions that demand answers as this story continues to unfold. The details surrounding the alleged plot itself are deeply concerning. As reported, 2 individuals were arrested in connection with the scheme. These individuals are reportedly associated with a radicalized group that actively promotes hate speech targeting the LGBTQ+ community. The fact that Lady Gaga, a long-standing and vocal advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, was allegedly targeted by such a group adds a chilling dimension to the narrative. It highlights the dangerous intersection of online radicalization, hate ideologies, and real-world violence. Furthermore, the methods allegedly employed by this group are particularly disturbing. They are accused of attempting to recruit teenagers online, grooming them to participate in violent acts using crude but potentially deadly weapons, like Molotov cocktails and homemade explosives. This paints a picture of a calculated effort to exploit the vulnerability of young people and indoctrinate them into a hateful and dangerous ideology. It underscores the urgent need for greater awareness and intervention strategies to combat online radicalization and protect vulnerable individuals from being drawn into such dark paths. The suspects were ultimately arrested on charges of illegal weapons possession, suggesting that the police intervention, while seemingly discreet from Lady Gaga's perspective, was effective in preventing the alleged plot from escalating further. The authorities also mentioned conducting raids across multiple states and seizing phones and electronic devices from 15 people believed to be connected to the plot. This indicates that the investigation is likely ongoing and that the network behind this alleged scheme may be larger than initially reported. The decision by the Rio de Janeiro State Police to keep their intervention quiet on the day of the concert was likely aimed at preventing mass panic among the 2 million attendees. Imagine the chaos and potential for injury if news of a credible bomb threat had spread through the crowd before or during the performance. However, the consequence of this silence was that Lady Gaga herself was left unaware of the danger. This situation throws a spotlight on the delicate balance that law enforcement agencies must strike when dealing with potential threats at large-scale events. They need to ensure public safety without causing widespread panic, but they also have a responsibility to inform those who are directly at risk. In this case, it appears that the latter may have been overlooked, at least in terms of direct communication with Lady Gaga. As we delve deeper into this, we also need to consider the potential psychological impact on Lady Gaga. To learn after the fact that you were unknowingly in potential danger, along with millions of your fans, must be a deeply unsettling experience. It could raise concerns about her future performances, her security protocols, and her overall sense of safety in the public eye. Her reaction to this news, once she chooses to address it, will likely be closely watched by her fans and the wider public. This incident also serves as a stark reminder of the ever-present threats that public figures, especially those who advocate for marginalized communities, can face. Lady Gaga has consistently used her platform to promote inclusivity, acceptance, and love, making her a target for those who harbor hate and intolerance. This alleged plot underscores the need for robust security measures and ongoing vigilance to protect individuals who stand up for what they believe in. For us here at CEtrends, this story goes beyond just reporting celebrity news. It touches upon important societal issues such as online radicalization, hate crime, public safety, and the responsibility of authorities to communicate effectively in critical situations. We aim to bring you not just the headlines, but the context and the deeper implications of these events. If you're finding this in-depth analysis insightful and you want to stay informed about the stories that truly matter in the world of celebrity and entertainment, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and ring the notification bell. We're committed to bringing you the full picture, not just the sound bites. Now, as we continue to follow this developing story, we encourage you to engage with us in the comments section below. What are your thoughts on this situation? Do you think Lady Gaga should have been informed directly? What measures do you believe should be in place to prevent online radicalization? We want to hear your perspectives. And if you're looking for more compelling stories that delve beneath the surface of celebrity news, we have a range of videos here on CEtrends that you might find fascinating. For example, you could check out our deep dive into bomb plot at Gaga concert, The Fear You Didn't Know, or perhaps our analysis of who are Diddy's lawyers. Their past could predict his terrifying future. You can find links to these and other engaging videos right here on the screen and in the description below. Thank you for joining us on this important discussion here at CEtrends. We will continue to bring you updates on this developing story and other trending news from the world of celebrity and entertainment. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.